Well, good morning, everybody. This is Margie here from Take Charge of Your Health Naturally podcast. And I'm really excited today because I have a very special person all the way from Toronto. And what she's going to share with us today, you will be amazed. She's so young and she's got such fabulous experience. I know you're going to be inspired. So, Dr. Trupti Gaikwad. So that's a difficult name for me to pronounce. So, Doctor, if you don't mind me calling you Dr. Trupti, that would be just
Oh,
fabulous.
sure. You can call me Dr. Trupti. You can call me Dr. T, whatever.
Dr. T, that's even better.
Sure.
So, Dr. T, welcome and thank you for being our guest this morning. But before I ask you your first, I've got a few questions I'd love to ask. I just want to give people a little background to the amazing person that you are. Besides being an outstanding guru in the holistic health area, she's got years and years of experience in Ayurvedic medicine as a practitioner. Besides being a certified fitness trainer, which is amazing, which it all goes together like a bouquet.
Mm-hmm.
She is a health and wellness promotion specialist. So she works in a lot of different areas coming together as one. What I really love about Dr. T, she seamlessly combines Ayurvedic principles, which are vast and for a non-Ayurvedic trained person can seem complicated, with contemporary wellness mythologies. Now, these modalities don't always match, but she's had this amazing ability to bring them together with a very clear understanding. So the one thing that you said, which I just love, I'd like to share. You said health is not a mystery, but a well-charted course navigated with purpose and awareness. So welcome, Dr. T.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
So, love, we talked a little bit before about some of the serious illnesses that affect the nation: diabetes, obesity, hypertension, high cholesterol. All of these things have very high statistics and are affecting and increasing more and more people globally. So with that in mind, I'd love you to share your story.
Oh, for sure. And I love to look at, read articles, look at statistics, because that gives us the reality check. That brings us the real information. And when you say, when you want to talk about obesity, hypertension, diabetes, if you look at, these websites of World Health Organization, World Diabetic Federation, if you see that even the World Obesity Federation, I will tell you just one number and you will realize. World Obesity Federation says, it's on their website, it's not me, I'm not bringing these numbers. By 2035, more than 4 billion people, more than half of the world is going to be obese. And do you know that how to lose weight is one of the most searched terms on the internet? How to lose weight. People are, even teenagers, kids are obese, right? And if you look at diabetes, 90% people are having type 2 diabetes. How type 2 diabetes? There are two types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. So type 1 is called juvenile, which happens by birth. There is some defect by birth. It happens because of that. But type 2 diabetes, it happens because of our lifestyle, our diet. We are doing something wrong, and that's the reason our body gets the sugar imbalance, glucose imbalance, and it's in our hand. But 90%, whoever is affected by diabetes in the world, 90% out of it, these people are type 2 diabetes. And half of them, they don't even know they are living with this. You just name it. You look at cholesterol, raised cholesterol, leading problem, but it has no symptoms. How people would know they have raised cholesterol unless they go for the blood check, regular blood check? And not everybody does it. PCOS, PCOD, leading cause of infertility today. And how do we manage? How can we manage this? It's just a sustainable, healthier lifestyle and your food. That's the answer. And that's why I say it's not the wellness or understanding of health and wellness, what is good for you, should not be a mystery. The wellness industry is highly commercialized, right? Everybody wants to sell and products or services or whatever. And people are, they have a lot of information, overburdened with information. If you see, you just name it and you will find it in Google and social media trends. So people have overburden and decision fatigue. What to follow? And we know what is the problem, but we have decision fatigue. We are overburdened with the information. And that's why I say it should not be wellness or health healthcare should not be a mystery. It should be a well-charted course. You should know what is good. And when we say healthcare, where is the healthcare? We are not doing healthcare. We are doing sick care. Where is the healthcare? We are doing sick care. When something happens, we take care of it. That's not healthcare. That's sick care. So that's how I look at it. That's how I go behind these statistics, because I want to know what is happening. And how would you know what is happening? Because we have to look at bigger picture. If I am healthy and if I take efforts to keep myself healthy and my family healthy, and if I spread this knowledge to my extended family, friends, they take efforts to keep their families healthy. That's how we are going to spread this into the community. And that's how we are going to be benefited as a nation, as a world. We start from ourselves. It starts from you. We are the one who needs to take the action, right? I hope
I
I'm making sense to you.
I love your philosophy and the way you bring it all together, because that's really what it's all about. So, my first question to you, you've highlighted your aim to transform the healthcare perspective from a reactive healthcare to a proactive wellness approach. Could you collaborate a little bit on this so people know what they should be doing?
So I always say, as I mentioned, we are doing sick care, not health care. If we say health care, it has to be preserving and being healthy, preserving our health. It should not be treating diseases, right? So when I say that is reactive health, when something happens like obesity or diabetes, high blood pressure, when something happens after we try to fix it. That's reactive health. So shifting the narrative from reactive healthcare to proactive wellness. So proactive wellness has prevention, personalization, understanding, decoding your body's messages, understanding what is happening, not necessarily every time you have to do blood test or you have to have doctor visit to understand something is wrong with your body. Our body gives us signals. So understanding that, educating ourselves, taking time, taking efforts, and being proactive in our wellness journey, not being 100% dependent on some product or some other information, some other person, right, to get our health better. So when we say health and wellness, it is more than just prevention, or it is more than just doing treatment. It is a lifestyle.
It
It
is
should be
a
our
lifestyle.
habit. Yes, it should be our habit, like we brush, like we take shower. Like all these tiny habits collectively, they are going to help us to understand how to move forward with our wellness. And that is called proactive wellness. We need to be proactive. It starts from us, starts from one individual, and then the sky is the limit.
I love that. Because would you
Thank
say
you.
that in the proactive aspect of wellness, exercise is one of those actions we need to take?
Yes, of course. Exercise, our food, the way our sleeping habits. That's why I said habit building.
I
It
love it.
has to be like it has to be our second nature.
Yep, yep.
And how it will happen? Practice, 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 and it will happen. When we do something every single day, it's our habit. It happens, and we will stick. It's like driving. When we don't do driving, what do? We are scared. How can I do all these tasks at a time? That's what we think when we are trying to learn driving. But once we learn it, there's a red light. Automatically, you will stop. Green, you will go. Automatic. You don't have to get out of the car or stop there and think and write something, Google. No, it happens. It's muscle memory, right? It's your brain muscle coordination. And how that
Yes.
happens, it will not happen on day one. You practice, you drive every day. And that's when you get very fluent with it. So wellness habits, the sustainable lifestyle, wellness, having those good habits, eating good food, it has to be every day. And you become fluent and you get
Exactly.
reward.
I just love that philosophy, and you put it in such a simple way. The other question I have for you, you've just touched on it. You mentioned the body gives us signals. Can you please explain how can we make it easier to understand our body? Many of us experience low energy levels, constant tiredness, waking up during the night, all of those things, constipation, bloatedness, and all of that. Can you explain a little bit more about what action we should take in those situations by listening to the messages our body's giving us?
Yep. So we should start decoding these messages body gives us signals, because the first step in wellness is understanding your body, understanding what is the problem, right? Sometimes the problem is very, it's not too much. It's not bothering you too much. I always say, if there is a pain and if there is a bleeding, wow, people are going to take care of it right up, because you experience it so much and you can see it. You're scared, but something is low scale. Still, your life is going on. You are not bothered so much. We don't pay that much attention. But these tiny things, as you mentioned, having constant acidity or having to take some products to, normalize your digestive system, or having that belching, bloating, or constipation is such a huge problem in today's world, and people do not take it seriously. It's a new normal for a lot of people. Not having bowel movements at least once a day, it's very normal for people. Trust me, I have so many clients, they say,
Wow.
I use toilet just once or twice in a week.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, people do. You will not believe.
But
And
all that
the
toxicity is
tendency
being
of
reabsorbed into the body.
Yes, of course.
Oh my
And this
goodness.
tendency of sitting with our phones inside the toilet and sitting there for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, that is, people don't realize it's constipation. They think it's very simple, but it is not. It just started right at your disturbing your digestive system. And that follows everything else, because if our digestion is not good, no matter how expensive food you eat, no matter how expensive supplements you take, it is not going to utilize, it is not going to get absorbed by your body. People have lethargy, tiredness, they don't get up fresh, having that sluggishness, brain fog, and feeling like forgetfulness, and feeling like you're not energetic at all. No matter what you do, even if you're sleeping for 8 hours, 9 hours, they feel, I just don't want to do it. I just want to lie down on my sofa and do nothing, watch TV. Or maybe they feel like they do not have work-life balance. They're too much, like a lot of stress at work, emotional stress, even sometimes the social stress. Sometimes sometimes we are overwhelmed with, we have too many tasks to do in one day, in terms of our family, our work, financial stress. A lot of things are there, right? That's modern life. That is a modern life. It's new normal for us. We do have a lot of stress from all the sides. And these days we have mental stress is more than physical stress. Mental activity is more than physical activity. Our brain, our nervous system is made to focus more internal, to make our organs work normally, work better, function better. Who is controlling everything? Who is controlling digestion? Who is controlling your kidney function? Who is controlling your lung function? You need hormones. Who is controlling those hormones? Nervous system, your brain. And these days we are so stressful. We are so focused on external factors. Our brain gets very less time to focus internally, to rejuvenate, to make our organs work, function up. Makes sense, right?
It makes sense.
If you have lot of tasks, what you will do? You will prioritize. You will see what is essential for you, and you just do that. I'll just give you simple example. If we are not sleeping well, if our sleep is disturbed, right? What happens during sleep? During sleep, we have certain hormones and certain activities going on inside our body, because our body heals, our body rejuvenates, even your skin, every single particle of our body rejuvenates during, right? We are sleeping, but body internal organs are still work. And if we are stressful, we do not have, if we do not maintain proper sleep schedule, one day we are sleeping early, one day we are sleeping late, if we do that, body is confused, brain is confused, brain doesn't know when to secrete those hormones, your organs doesn't know when to when to recharge and when to rejuvenate that. We are confusing our body like anything, because our sleeping schedule is not fixed, our eating schedule is not fixed, so body is confused. Should I secrete hormones right now to digest this food, or should I wait? I don't know this person is going to eat or not. So that's how we are making our bodies to not function up. It's not our body's fault. It's not the environment, it's not external, it's our habit. And if we make simple, going back to basics, if we make those simple changes in our life, a lot more rewards, it is going to change the
So,
way
can
you feel.
you just explain to our listeners what you do and
Mhm.
how you help people take charge of their health naturally with this philosophy in mind?
Yeah. So what I do is I try to educate my client, because anything we are doing, we need to know why, what is going to happen. If I do this, what is going to happen? Why should I do it? If I don't do it, what is going to happen? And we are so busy. Modern world, we are so busy. If we want to bring a change, it's a truth. If we want to bring a change, the first thing our body and brain will do is resist. We don't want to do it. That's so true. Even if I want to bring some change in my life, we need to take extra efforts, right? So with this thing, if you force your body or if you force your mind suddenly to follow healthy routine or eat something which you don't do usually, what is going to happen? You will give up. Your brain will resist, your body will resist. So that's why I always try to educate my clients, try to make them understand what is the importance of it and it's going to be worth. And I ask them to start with as little as 3. I encourage them to get into holistic detox, Ayurveda detox, a healthy routine. Just start with some weekend, 2 days, 3 days. Just get some long weekend and just decide that for these 3 days, I am going to follow a certain routine which Dr. Trupti is giving.
What would
And
that routine be, Mala?
so I give them a plan, and that starts with decoding your body signal, understanding your body, and setting your own goals because everybody is different. Wellness is such a personalized thing. One size will not fit everybody. Some social media trend, okay, that works for them. Not necessarily it will work for you. So I teach them to set their own goals based on what body is giving them sick. Not everybody will have all the problems, or not everybody will have same problem, right? Let's say you go shop. Do you buy all the sizes and all the colors? No, we don't. We are very specific about it. You want to know what is the occasion, what is the color you like, what is your size, how much you want to spend, isn't it? So when it comes to wellness, why are we so general? Why are we following just some general trend, some trending stuff? No, right? So that's what I teach my client. Be very specific to you. Be very specific to your routine. I teach them how to set goals and how to follow this healthy routine, which I call detox, but detox is nothing but just healthy routine. Detox is just a fancy name given to the being healthy, following the healthy routine. It has your nutrition, first thing, decoding your body signal, then you set your own goals. So you prepare yourself for a detox, starting from you have to do grocery. Right? Because if you have to eat something healthy and if you don't have it, how are you going to do it?
Mhm.
So you need to prepare yourself, take a list of what all things you need. You need to talk to your family. Do not plan parties for this weekend. Do not plan any outings for this weekend because I'm going to do detox. Because these kind of things, they will hinder your goal. So talking to your family, setting up your goals, doing groceries, and once you're ready for your detox for those 3 days, you're going to I ask my client follow set routine, fixed timing to get up. It starts from that. Then there are certain self-care activities like doing your face massage, doing your eye massage and having some self-care because it gives you happiness and you're involved and then setting up your morning routine. And I teach them what to eat, what to cook, right? And how your food should be and follow that for next 3 days, going easy on your tummy. We also focus on hydration, very important. Water, drinking enough water, very important. Drinking warm water, having your, looking at your hydration. Then we focus on their sleep schedule. We focus on some self-care activities before you, like giving feet massage for just for 5 minutes before you don't need anybody else. You don't need therapist. You can do everything from you. You just need yourself who is focused and who is active, right? So it's mindset, nutrition, sleep, hydration, exercise. Again, just because I'm Ayurveda doctor, I don't ask my clients to do yoga all the time. Not everybody fan of yoga, or not everybody can do it. Not everybody can. Yoga is fantastic. It's excellent. I'm just giving you example. My approach is without disturbing your lifestyle too much, without doing something which you don't like or you cannot do for a long period of time, or which is not sustainable for your routine, for your life, your liking. You don't have to do it. Do something else. You can dance, you can cycling, you can do swimming. Nothing. There's plenty of things. You can just do Surya Namaskara. You can do some 1 minute of meditation. You can do 3 minutes of meditation. Everybody is different. If I force people, you have to do 30 minutes of meditation, what is going to happen? It's forceful activity. Our brain will resist. If somebody's forcing me to do which I don't do, it's going to be a problem. So that's why that is the difference I bring in. And I ask my clients, and I bring the fitness aspect into it, doing resistance training, unexplained muscle loss and stuff like that, protein intake, and all that I try to club. And that's how I help them to set up their own goal. I club both. I club Ayurveda and I clubbed things from fitness industry. And probably I try to build a routine for my client. I give them a routine for 3 days, 5 days. So typically the beginner, I ask them to start from 3 days because it's easy. It's something not too difficult, and people, they stop following it if do too much. So once you're confident, next time you do it for 5 days, 7, 21 days. Now I started my own detox day before yesterday. Right? It's been 3 days. I started my own detox. I'm going to do it for 21 days. I didn't say say that, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot work because I'm doing detox. No, you don't have to give up your routine. You have to fit everything in your routine, because modern world, this, that, this is something is giving us money. This is something is helping us to live. If I don't work, I won't be here. I won't be talking to you. If you don't work, you won't be talking to. So our lifestyle is something otherwise we have to go live in some jungle. That's not practical. It is not practical. So without,
No.
that's my approach. Without disturbing your modern lifestyle, how can you bring Ayurveda lifestyle into you? That's what I teach, and that's why
I
I
just
blend.
love the simplicity. It just makes sense. It's like the Chinese. You can't go and hide in a cave and meditate for 25
Uh-huh,
days in a
uh-huh.
cave. It
Yeah,
doesn't
you
work
cannot.
today. It's just in the
Does
old days
yeah.
with the old gurus, yes, that's what they did, but it doesn't work today.
Their lifestyle was different,
Yes.
right? Even I'm Ayurveda doctor, all those Sahitas, all those books, they did not have internet, they did not have cell phones, they did not have laptops, they did not have lifestyle where you have to sit in your cubicle for 8 hours and work. They built a routine, they built based on their lifestyle that time. It made sense.
Yes.
We cannot
Yes.
follow it 100%. It will not make sense for us. Who cares what Panchamahabhutas are doing, what Vata Pitta Kapha is doing? Okay, that's so great. If you want to have knowledge, if you want to learn about Ayurveda, okay, you can learn it. But end of the day, it needs to help you to improve your well.
You know, Dr. T,
That's why
I just
simplicity and
love what you shared. Now, you said that there's a special, before that, if I said to you, what are your top 3 tips for these listeners who really want to make a change in their lifestyle, to head towards that recognition of what's really going on in their body, to live a healthy, in other words, taking charge of their
Mhm.
health naturally? What are your top 3 tips for them?
The first topmost thing which is going to help you if you really want to bring a change in your wellness and health is having consistent routine. Maintain your, what time you get up, what time you eat your first, and every meal, what time you eat and what time you sleep. Very simple and very basic. Even if you are eating healthy and if your timings are not set, I am not saying that sharp at 8 a.m., sharp at 12 p.m. I'm not saying that, but try to be somewhere around that time. Try to be somewhere around consistent time every single day. You know how that is going to help us? That is going to help us to reset your biological clock. We keep disturbing our biological clock every time, every single day. Sometimes I understand weekend, you have to go out, you have party. Sometimes it's okay, your body will help you if you're doing it sometimes. But if you're doing consistently, who is suffering? And the human body is so good. It will not complain unless it is too much. And when we are at the moment we are seeing complaints, that means it's too much. The first thing I always say, try try to be consistent with your sleep and your food time. It is so important. If you do this, after that whatever you follow, it will make sense to your body will cooperate to adapt. It's very easy to say eat healthy, okay, everybody knows, but is that helping us? No, because we always look at, I'm going to eat healthy, I am going to exercise. That's so broad. My second tip is set small goals, very small goal, just for today, just for tomorrow. First, cross that bridge. Mindset is very important. In any, think about business, think about making money. Why are we so strategic when it comes to business, when it comes to money, it comes to financial knowledge? We are very strategic. Consider generational wealth. What happens when it comes to generational wealth? Our assets, whatever we have, properties, ornaments, whatever we have, we are very strategic about it. We know what we want to do, and we are we are very focused on it. But when it comes to wellness, generational health, we want our business to go up, we want our salaries to go up, we want our money to go up, we want good things, materialistic things for our kids, our next generation. I'm not saying it is not important. It is very important. It is very important. That knowledge is very important. But at the same time, when it comes to generational health, it is decline. So we
Very
have to
interesting.
be, we have to be very focused on our goals. That we need to know. Eat healthy means what you will eat, for how long, when, and how are going to make that food available for yourself. I'm just giving you example. So the second tip is setting up very small and smart goals for your simple, basic. No fancy products required, no fancy therapist required. It requires just you and some effort. So setting up a small goal, very simple goals for yourself. And my third tip would be, which everybody can start doing it right now, is drinking warm water. Start with at least, stopping water with ice, or cold water. And I'm just giving very simple tip to our listeners because this is something we can easily incorporate and it can give you tremendous results, good results. So just I understand no, you cannot switch yourself to drinking warm water throughout the day if you're not habitual. I can do it throughout it. But you can just start with a glass of warm water in the morning and night. Start with that. Start is important. You don't have to be perfect on day one. Okay, sometimes you will miss it. That's okay. Not a big. Sometimes you will crave for your regular room temperature ice water. That's okay. Not a big. But do as many times as you can. Just pick one day, a random day, and just say that I'm gonna do it. So that is the start is very important. The problem is we have a lot of knowledge we want to do, but starting and consistency,
I love those
maintaining
tips.
consistency.
Tell me, Dr. T, that third tip, the hot or warm water, can you explain why that is so important?
Yeah. So when you start drinking, first thing I want to focus on hydration because people do not realize they are drinking enough water or not because there is no, how would you know that you're drinking enough water or not? You look for your color of your urine. If you see it's yellow, you're dehydrated. Water is everything. Water is giving you energy. If there is no water, enough water in your body, how you're going to get the nourishment, how your organs are, how your every cell of your body is going to work, right? And specifically drinking warm water helps you to boost the metabolism, helps you to improve the digestion. So once your digestion and metabolism is better, that's the reason out of, suddenly I just came to water and I started saying the third tip I started giving is drinking warm water because this is very, no, it's not expensive, it's available at your home. Easily you can make it. It's not difficult. You can get it everywhere, right? So it helps you to boost your metabolism and that solves a lot of our problems, your digestive indigestion, bloating, acidity. I'm not saying you drink glass of warm water and you're going to be fine. No, you should maintain the consistency. Definitely your body need to get that habit. And once your digestion is better, once your metabolism better, you're trying to gain weight, if you're trying to lose weight, even other conditions like your hormonal imbalance, your hypothyroidism, all these things are going to fall. Your body is going to recognize that change, and once your digestion is better, the absorption of your nutrition is going to get.
Oh,
So
I
whatever
just
you're
love that.
eating, your
That
body will get
is
utilize
such
it.
a good tip. Thank you, Dr. T. You've been
You're
just such
welcome.
a fabulous wealth of information. So,
Thank you so
in
much.
closing, there was one thing you were going to say. There's a gift for our listeners that they can access quite easily. Will you just tell them a little bit about that?
So I have crafted a small PDF. It's very simple and general, full of infographics, so it's not boring. And it's a PDF, and it will give you basics, whatever we spoke, basics to improve your wellness, to improve your health. And your viewers can download it for free. There is no charge. I especially crafted it for your audience, so they can download it, and it will give them, insight whatever I spoke about, decoding your body signals and how you focus on your nutrition, how you focus on your hydration, your sleep routine, why it is important to exercise, when do you exercise, what is a good time to exercise, how to set your goals. And it also has my contact information. So if anybody wants to reach out to me for personal consultation or setting up goals or setting up their detox routine for whatever 3, 5, or 7, so they can reach out to me and we can have more podcasts and more discussions in future. So if they are interested in discussing about any particular topic in detail, they can definitely reach out to us and we'll bring it forward.
Dr. T, I just so loved everything you've said. I feel like I'm a sponge. You've just said so many little
Thank
golden
you.
nuggets that we can take on board immediately
Thank
to
you.
change and improve as we move on our health journey. So, from me,
Thank you.
on behalf of all our guests who are listening, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much.